trying his hardest to suck up to anyone that will have him. It's the it's part of that circle, isn't it? That the circle of life of Revnak and where he is in the current moment. So he got ostracized from the entire community a couple of months ago, and now he's back to his old tricks again of trying to suckle on the teat of anyone that will have him. Classic. Are we going to see a renaissance? Are we going to see a new Revnak? No, we're not. But anyways, enough about that. Playing as Brits. An old favourite of his. Going up against Kevin, playing as Ethiopia. I've seen Kevin playing a bit of Ethiopia recently, actually. So I'm going to be interested to see how he plays this. Revnak picking up 80 XP. 90 food for Kevin. Got that granary down. Yep, the 150 sold one already. Decent map for Ethiopia if they can get enough of these sheep. Struggling with this 90 food here. Some decent treasures in the map. 130 XP, yeah. Losing a lot of health there. But it doesn't matter too much if you lose HP with the Ethiopia Explorer, because as soon as this Trinity card comes in, bang, that Aben comes in, and you can just get any treasure you like in the game because you just get infinitely healed, which is a nice little trick. And there's not a lot you can do with it unless you decide to sell one of these cows early, one of the Zebu cattle. You're not going to be able to get a what do you call them? One of those monastery. And I don't think it's worth it getting it that early. So I definitely think it's worth using this guy to go and heal your explorer. This guy can actually whack and pick up small treasure guardians as well. He's busy microing this treasure at the moment. Definitely wants to get his Aben in there, though. You need to wake up. Wake up, Kevin. Looks like he's forgotten about it for the moment. Let's see what Revnak's up to. Retreated to his base. Looks like he's used this sheep to kind of scout the top of this map, which is always a good idea to do, because there's generally a good treasure up here, but you never know if it's worth getting, and it's you don't want to waste too much time scouting up here because all the good stuff is around the middle of the map, so it kind of feels like a waste of time. So what you want to do is use one of your sheep that you get, and then use that to scout this part of the base. Same on this side as well, this part of the map. And it's just a really good idea to do. Okay. Looks like Kevin has remembered his Aben now. And he's using it to scout this side of the map. He's not going to find anything other than sheep, though, unfortunately. Okay, Kevin, putting everyone mostly on wood. Getting another granary down. We'll just cover all the bases. Okay. There's enough for a TP there. There we go. Bang on. Now everyone onto food. Let's see what he's aging up with. Habesha. I believe that's the one that gives gold, right? But yeah, absolutely everyone on food. Walls going this early up for Revnak. Holy cow. No monastery. Yeah, so he's aged up with the 300. War camp going down. Mountain monastery going down. Still hasn't really done anything with this Aben. That's, you know, go and heal the explorer, you know. Very much wasted this Aben. And 700 gold coming in, which tells me he's either going to go for semi-FF or for Fast Fortress. So I don't know if he might actually make some Shotter Warriors here. Using these manners to kind of act as a wall around this outpost. Very clever. Very, very clever. Hello. Okay, his Aben is going on the Mountain Monastery you get. What I like to do is to sell one of the livestock. you know, get the TP and then get an extra mountain monastery on the map, I think it's definitely worth it because I like getting the extra influence ASAP. Okay, nice mana placement there because that means he's going to be able to, unless this house goes down, this kind of line of sight from this native post isn't going to be able to go down. Okay, Explorer going to get trapped here now, unfortunately. And I feel like his Aben should have been healing this guy from about 5 minutes ago. Not quite, but a couple of minutes ago. And he would have been able to get a lot more out of this Explorer. Big Benny coming in. So Kevin is aging up now. He used 700 gold to age up, and now he's going straight for the Big Benny. He's going to come and dive straight into his livestock. Okay, very nice. What's he going to use it for, though? So at the moment, it's worth having it in there for as long as possible, really. It does give a decent amount of influence. When it's 900 food as well, I think it gives about double that, so 0.5. Looks like he sold it for wood, though. Yep, sold it all for wood. So definitely more effective than 700 wood. Although it didn't quite give him 700 wood, the amount of time it would have taken for the villagers to get it, you know, it gave a small trickle of influence whilst it was there as well. And it's just instantaneous, so it's definitely more efficient than shipping 700 wood. Not by a lot, but it's definitely worth shipping. So he's aging up with Somalis. Yeah, okay. Going lots of musketeers as well, Gaskenyas. Let's have a quick look at... He's not aging up fast, though. He's not using the tech for the influence to age up fast. Let's have a look what Triple Doink is doing. He hasn't really made many units either. That's probably why he went with so many walls. Feels like Ethiopia is going to be going for Fast Fortress. So he is also going to be going for the Fortress Age himself. Almost there as well. Decent amount of manners. He's on 41 vils compared to 16 vils. So definitely has the eco advantage. He has the age advantage at the moment, though, Kevin, but not for long. So he's definitely going to have to do something. So 7 Somali warriors coming in. That's from the age up. So really nice musketeer force here. Okay, so the Sebastopol Mortar's coming in. But the problem with the Sebastopol Mortar is it's a great unit. And obviously you can heal it with the Aben. However, it just sucks versus any civ that can get 2 Falconets out. Because it just loses to 2 Falconets. Like the Sebastopol Mortar does no damage to artillery. And that's kind of the problem. So that's why it kind of is nicknamed as being like the shittest artillery in the game. It's not, because it acts like a mortar as well, and it absolutely decimates infantry. So I do like the Sebastopol Mortar. It's just bad versus other artillery. Okay, so Kevin getting some corridor ball now from the trading post. So going very eco here. But the problem is, like, he's just, with regards to eco, he's so far behind already. It's nice that he's getting an eco, but he needs to make something happen, or he's just going to get out ecoed. There's a nice defense here as well. He's not taking any chances here. Revnak building even more walls, and the idea of here is just literally to buy as much time as possible for him to get up to Fortress Age. So this is classic. This feels like kind of classic S tier Brits again. Like, they got their 3 vils back. They, he gets spams lots of manners, builds walls to buy himself lots of time, aging up with a covered wagon. That is very confident of him. He's got a nice mine up here, still some decent herds. This herd down here could be difficult to manage. If Kevin is aware of this, which he is, he should be able to kind of contest that herd, deny Revnak the ability to go there. And although generally people say you don't want to take down manners because it gives Revnak the ability to get an extra vil if he builds another mana back. At this stage of the game, I think it's a good idea because it gives him plenty of XP. There we go, 84 XP. You take a few of these down, you got yourself another shipment. So it's really nice. Revnak, Kevin going for that fast age up tech, which tells me he wants to go for industrial play here. Oh, he could have got another shot off at that mana. That would have been nice. But yeah, backing up. These won't die to one hit each from the Falconets, but it probably would a second one. So he doesn't want to lose too much. He doesn't want to lose any damage on this mortar. And he wants to make sure that his Aben is not too far behind. So Kevin going for like a semi-FI here, which I really like. I've actually got a build like very similar to this as well. But it's a bit faster than this, but it's not quite as eco as heavy as Kevin. So that's really nice. I like this. Going for the industrial, and he can get away with it because Revnak has gone very eco heavy, and he's gone up to Fortress. So Kevin is definitely gonna be able to get away with this. Here's Revnak. He's nowhere near industrial, so he's gonna, yeah, he's just massing up. He's gonna be thinking that Kevin is gonna be pushing, and he saw the Sebastopol mortar, so in his mind something is going on. However, he does now know that there's no pushing coming on, so what he's going to have a trick up his sleeve or something. So Revnak is going to push the agenda. And there's the industrials, and look how quick that was! And that's what that tech for 400 influence does from the Mountain Monastery. What did he age up with? Oh, it looks like he aged up with the Sudanese. I don't like the Sudanese, but I guess in this instance it works really well because these Sudanese dervishes will absolutely destroy the Musketeers. Take a look at these. These are champion level now as well. Yeah, look, 3 times multi versus heavy infantry. So they will absolutely wreck Musketeers' world. Still got some sheep. Got a full sheep here. Very nice. That could be sold for 300 coin. Definitely worth it. Currently producing a small amount of influence. The same over here. So yeah, this is looking really good. I mean, he's got 4 sheep. So they'll actually be producing a decent amount of influence. 2 Sebastopol Moors come out. Yes, let's go, Kevin. Musk Falk, baby. Still getting some of those CDBs from the native post. Very nice. Does want to get this as well. Definitely be worth getting this Cretanning. And this is what he's using all of his influence on. He's using his influence on techs, on CDBs here. And yeah, now he's got elite Gaskenyas. All of his natives, like the Issa Warriors and the Dervish, all just Shadow Tech to champion level. So they are dangerous. Kevin got another shipment here. What's he going to send it on, though? Maybe this one. Yeah, okay. And I believe that does impact Gaskenya as well as Neftenia. It does. So 15% hit points and damage. It's pretty nice. They're already champion level as well, so that's going to be great. More walls. This is like this. I'm getting flashbacks from like a year ago where this is exactly how Revnak used to play. But look at the wall just getting decimated and one hit by this triple Sebastopol mortar play. You love it. You love to see it. And this is dangerous now. I think the only realistic way that Revnak can deal with this is got to be Culverins. It has to be Culverins. And I don't know if okay, he does have an artillery foundry. I'm not surprised. And Culverins are... He is going for the industrial play as well. Now, if these Culverins come out and then 2 heavy cannons get shipped, that could be dangerous. Oh, but he's going to be attacking the wrong town centre. No! Oh, if he was attacking this other one, it could go down before the industrial goes up. That's so unfortunate. But I think by the time he takes this down and tries to go for the other town centre, these Culverins are going to be out by then. No, that's so unfortunate. Imagine if he went for the other town centre. Oh, that would have been so nice. Oh, if he gets one more hit from the Sebastopols. Please tell me he's going to go down. Oh, he stops the industrial. Let's go, Kevin. Let's go. That was so nice. It goes down. But don't lose anything to the... Oh, he's going to lose it to... He does. He must see... He does. He sees the Culverins there. And he's definitely going to want to run away with the Sebastopols. You have to run them away. The Culverins would absolutely wreck them. And he's kind of lingering. And I don't like this. I don't like the lingering. But taking down those 2 TCs. And look how much it's delayed. Revnak here. So good. And he's going to try and get a clip. Oh, the Sebastopol are walking. Oh, a couple of them fire off. He manages to just about scrape by there and run away. Look at all of this infrastructure from the walls. It's absolutely torn down. Really, really nice play here. I hope Kevin does use his Abans. Or they can still get healed by a mountain monastery. So if he's got a mountain monastery nearby as well, that would do some nice healing. Look at that. And, you know, it's not just the 5 wood. That was a gate there. So, you know, that's an extra 50 wood taken down. So this is really, really nice play by Kevin. And look at this decimation. Revnak really forced into a corner, into a hard corner here. Don't think he actually has that many musketeers. He doesn't. Doesn't actually have that many musketeers. And Kevin is playing with fire here. Kevin, please. Please, I beg, run away. Oh, 100. Oh, God, that's so unfortunate. Kevin, why are you keeping him there? This is so bad. Just back up. Oh, he does bring his Admin down. But these Admins do absolutely nothing versus Culverins or Falconets. They do shadow kind of tech, so he does have champion Sebastables. Still has 2 of them left. Very nice. Industrial again, coming in. We've got a couple of docks. Triple docks coming down. Revnak really forced to kind of turtle into a corner here. Kevin doing a great job of kind of contesting this area as well. So Revnak can't come into here. Score's pretty close. Revnak on 60 vils. Let's take a quick look at Kevin. He's only on 37, but he has been in Industrial for a while now. Plenty of huts around. Starting to go tech into some Neftenias. Look at how many villages got around there. Very nice. He's pushing the agenda again. And the Industrial has come in. The amount of XP he's got from taking down all of these manors is insane. And it's keeping him, allowing him to get plenty of these. And I definitely think he wants to get... He's almost got 1,000 influence. He definitely wants this Somali Darude's allies, because they are basically Culverins in a sense. They're soft Culverins, but with enough of them, and 22 is plenty, they will absolutely destroy Culverins and Falconets. And that's exactly what he's deciding to do here. Honga saying, can you train Sebastopol mortars? Yes, you can, but you can only train them from the forts, and they cost 1,000 influence each. And Kevin, please tell me you've learned your lesson. Just wait for the Somali Darudes to get in here, and your Sebastopol mortars are way too offensive here, way too far forward. Oh, so there's 3 rockets coming in now, and this is where I'm not actually sure that the Somali Darudes are going to be enough actually to kill the rockets. And yeah, he needs to back out of there. Really get the hell out of there. Please move your Sebastopol mortars. He has like enough comp with just the military to deal with these musketeers. He's got you know, musketeers. He's got the champion dervish. He's got Neftenias now as well. He just needs a way of dealing with this artillery. That's all he needs to do. And it's difficult. You know, it is difficult. Somali Darudes is a great option. If we take a quick look at these stats, like 3 times 17 range attack, 24 range, times 3 versus artillery. They have times 6 versus ships, so they absolutely destroy ships as well. More walls going down from Revnak, not surprised. Another war camp going down. He could go for a native embassy and try to build more Darudes. I'm not sure if this includes the maximum amount though, so... but look how many there are. If he puts them on the stagger mode as well, they will really be able to tank a lot from the artillery. But he's got the map. You know, he's doing absolutely fine. He does need to be careful of this water play, though. Force Revnak to get a mill up here as well. More walls going down. And look at this mass now. I definitely think it's go time. Revnak up in score, though. But quite comfortable amount as well. 4k now. Gas Kenya hit points coming in, and that's going to be a great card. Look at that. 1 Falconet just get absolutely mauled. 1 rocket going to go down as well. Sebastian Waters getting into play into the fray here as well. The Culverins are going to be just about out of range. Very nice micro there. Great trade for Kevin. Takes down one of the rockets and one of the Falconets. But he does need to be careful. Yeah, look at this. And the Neftenias, he's going to be able to outrange all of this. These rockets have 28 range, so he does have to get within range of these rockets. He's going for it. And it's going to take him a couple of hits to kill the rockets. Oh, go on, kill the rocket. You've already half damage. Oh, he's going for the Culverin, but that's not the right option. That's not the right option at all. He needs to go for the rockets. Kill that those infantry killers. And he's kind of losing too many here. He is taking a few villagers down, which is nice. Still has 13 Gerudes. And if he can take down the infantry, there's nothing to stop these skirmishers. Oh, losing a Sebastable mortar there. Unfortunate. Kevin on 49 vils, so he's getting there. He's getting there. Double pumping gas Kenyas now. Still can't see a native embassy anywhere. I mean, he's not really teching into much influence, though. Revnak desperately trying to get this wall up. And like I said, you know, Gerudes are great, but against age 4 artillery, like rockets and heavy cannons, it's really difficult. Really, really difficult. Oh, and the last Sebastable mortar going down. I feel like Kevin's got great micro, but this is kind of... He should still have 3 Sebastable mortars. At least he should still have 2 left. And yeah, now it's go time, and he's got plenty of units. He just needs to kill these rockets, and one of them's at half HP. If he can just get the Somali Gerudes onto the rockets, but he's just diving in anyway. Great micro by Kevin there, and Revnak just kind of diving in a bit too much, getting caught out by the gas Kenyas. He didn't see how many gas Kenyas he actually had. I definitely think like he overestimated. And heavy horse gun coming in now. So this is definitely how Revnak's going to play this. He's going to go Musk Falk. And like I always say, Revnak was he's always been a Musk Falk player with Brits. For the longest time, he was the Musk Falk enjoyer. And he did it with the civilization that does it best in the game, which is Brits. And there's really nothing to counter these skirmishes now. He needs more rockets, or he needs more heavy horse artillery or falconets. There's one. But the Somali Gerudes, which he still has 12 of, are definitely going to be able to make short work of that. Lots of villagers going down. Really nice play. 53 villagers here. He's now taking into this Ayusu reforms, which is basically an eco card. More skirmishes coming out, and there's no stables or anything like that, so Nef Tenya are just going to be able to maul everything here. 82 villagers, though, and most of that is going to be in boats, I imagine now. Just spamming as many outposts as possible. No heavy fortifications, though, so he's not going to be able to tech these outposts. So against kind of age 4 units, these outposts aren't going to be that scary. And look how many boats Triple Doink has here. Yeah, 42 boats. And there's still plenty of fish in the sea, so... Still up in score by about 4K. Chasing some villagers around here. Another TC going up for Kevin. And does Kevin actually have any boats? I mean, he does. This would be great, but he could almost ship this as well, and that would be really great. That's exactly what he needs. And that could be the turning point for the eco of Revnak. But he's not doing anything on the water, and he's going for Nef Tenya damage. It does give him an extra hero as well, but yeah, look at this. And anyone who doesn't know, heavy horse guns or horse artillery in general, got buffed last patch. So their animation of their firing, not their firing animation, but their animation to transition into firing mode got improved quite significantly as well. I think it was like half the time. So these guys, yeah, got buffed in that sense. Just needs a way to deal with... and Honga, who asked earlier, this is how you build Sebastable mortars. Okay, interesting. Going for some shuttle warriors. Oh, from the top rope. There's going to be another triple baby. He's going to be happy with that. And, yeah, now he's given some ground. He's just going to be able to wall up more. But he has the entire map. The only problem I worry here is I feel like... Yeah, and finally, Kevin has decided to ship the recruit the war dows. So very nice. I think he decided to not send that card, or maybe he did, but for somehow he just got another card straight after, so that's nice. Some champion shotter warriors coming in now. These guys got nerfed significantly last patch, but they are still pretty good. 1+2, 5. Now that's now against light infantry. Yeah, so that used to be versus all infantry. I'm not sure what the maybe it's to try and deal with these artillery. So look at these bad boys, and now he sees how much water Revnak has been relying on here. 2,500 HP, 105 ranged attack. It has a broadside attack as well. This is going to be difficult for Revnak to deal with here. So going for another dock, yeah, and he's now going to be teching really heavy, I imagine, into frigates and all sorts. But Kevin does have the tempo on the water here, going for spamming 4 watchtowers. Kevin knows exactly what's coming. He has the map on the land. He just needs to control the water now. It'd be great if he could get a couple of outposts onto the middle land map, to the middle islands here. That'd be really great play. Revnak trying to utilize his artillery here as well to defend the shoreline. Take a quick look at Revnak and what he's deciding to do. There comes a frigate. But look at the difference. Only 2k HP and 90 attack. These war dows will definitely be able to take one on. Head to head. Managed to get a broadside attack though and run away. So nice micro there by Revnak. But this is going to disrupt his eco extremely heavily. And look how heavy he's going to be on wood now. And he's not really going to be gaining much resources on the gold or food anytime soon. But I do feel like Revnak will be able to hold the water here. He will. Look, he's now having to force to build. This is 1,000 to 3,000 resources just in frigates. Another, what, 800 resources on armor plating as well. So yeah, he's really teching heavy into the water now. And just shipping these 2 war dows has forced this response from Revnak. So, not to mention how long all of this resource is being delayed by not being picked up by boats. So yeah, really nice play here. More resources being spent. So Revnak really having to force. Kevin forcing the hand on the water really, really well there. I would like to see Kevin go for more boats as well. These outposts are great. Does need to upgrade them though. Wow, going really heavy. Needs to be building them on the kind of peninsula a bit better though. Oh wow, the war dows got upgraded. How? He's just upgraded his war dows. Look how much HP these guys have. All of a sudden, they've got an extra 1,250 HP and an extra 30 attack. Wow, really impressive there. Also forcing an Age 2 card from Revnak there as well. Really nice. So, yeah, just shipping those 2 war dows is just giving insane value for Kevin. And the scores are neck and neck now. Kevin going for all of the TP. So, could be looking to do a... It'd be really great to see a... Monopoly here. So if he goes for these native posts as well, starts building them, he could go for the Monopoly. Trade Monopoly, which would be really, really good idea here. Revnak really doesn't have that much army. He's just relying on his artillery, really. Got some mortars now. Again, look how much he's forcing Revnak to protect the water. So these boats are barely getting any boats that are gathering right now for the entire time. He's had to invest so heavily into all of these frigates, into these mortars, into armor plating, into just broadside attacks, into everything. So really, really nice play by Kevin here. Would be great to see Kevin go for a trade monopoly here. Wow, okay, so really nice play by putting the mortars onto the island there. That's what I would have liked to see Kevin do, and build outposts onto the islands here. And I definitely feel like he had the opportunity to do that. Oh, look how much damage these guys do. These frigates now have 3k HP. Yeah, and I feel like Revnak is going to be able to take it. But these war towers are absolutely insane. Yeah, even these caravels are pretty dangerous right now. And Somali Darudes, if they can get close enough to the shoreline, they will do a lot of damage to these caravels and frigates. Oh, looks like one frigate's going to go down. It does look like one war dow's going to go down as well. But that's a pretty good trade. Heavy battle canoes coming in now. Oh, Kevin, don't lose that war dowel. Oh, he dodges the mortar fire. Oh, that was so nice. Just in the nick of time. Kevin upgrading outposts as well. Not something you see every day with Ethiopia having sentry towers. Trying to attack these mortars here. Almost taking one of them down. And yeah, if there's one thing Revnak knows how to do, it's how to play water. And now finally getting his boats back on. But that's cost him 5 minutes there. And that should have given Kevin plenty of time to try and go for the trade monopoly. I'm not sure why he's not. And I know it's always very easy to forget the trade monopoly when you're playing. But it's definitely his win condition here. Revnak almost on full pop. And a lot of this is in mortars. To be quite honest with you. And that's going to penalise him if he tries to push out. These Nef tenures are absolutely beast right now. Can't get that extra bonus versus heavy infantry, though. But you can if you age up with the Portuguese age up, which will allow you to get an arsenal. 92 villagers for Revnak. A lot of that wasn't gathering for a long time, though. And a lot of them are boats as well. And look at this. And he's just completely isolated himself into the corner of the map. Definitely could get these native posts here. Get these native posts. Get this trade post up. And he'd just be able to do so well with the trade monopoly. And, yeah, but not doing it. Revnak now even going for percussion lock here. Very nice. Nice micro there. Try to pinch these mortars with some gas Kenya. Sorry, with some shottle warriors. Not able to, though, unfortunately. Some forts going down, really trying to protect the shoreline. Revnak having to just go into infrastructure, like mills, and there's not even that much space if he wants to get estates here. It doesn't look like he needs to get estates, because, yeah, he's going to be able to control all of the whales on the map. And that's going to be his gold production. Still one war down left. Starting to lose the water now. But yeah, really nice time for these shottle warriors to come in. And I think they'll be able to pick one up. Oh, Kevin wasn't paying attention. That is unfortunate. Kevin, get the trade monopoly in. You could have won by now. Revnak looking like he could go age 5 pretty soon. 92 vils for Kevin. And looks like he could go Imperial very soon as well. Doesn't look like these guys actually have a bonus versus ship. Oh, no, they do. Anti-ship attack. Okay. So 2 more hits and this frigate goes down. And doesn't look like Revnak's paying attention. And that's 1,000 resources. One fort does go down. Transitioning onto fields now. No walls from Kevin because he's a fair player. And yeah, look, having to budge out right onto the periphery of his base here just to be able to build an estate. So this mountain monastery is finally wrapped up as well. There's only this mine left, which is heavily contested. There is some of this here, but again, that's going to be contested by the water. Tanning finally coming in for Kevin. Still behind on score, though. Could definitely sell some food right now. Get up to Imperial. Kevin has enough. Imperial is in, but what does he go for here? What does he go for? If it was me, I'd probably go for the arsenal and 2,000 wood. Just because I feel like that's, you know, it gives you an arsenal, which is going to be the most effective for late game. Could go for 4 Gatling camels. I'm not sure what that's going to do. So I definitely feel like the Portugal would be the best. He's going for the Indians, though. Indians gives you the market, so he'd be able to get some market text. I'm not sure how much that's going to help him now that he's on fields. It does give him a lot of influence, though, as well. So maybe he's planning on doing something influence-related. But I feel like just the arsenal is so important, like for the late game, because it's gonna allow his essentially is gonna allow his Neftenu to get an extra multiplier versus Musketeers, and that you can't put a price on that. Imperial Elephants, that is a potential, but is he gonna get Imperial Elephants? I can't see it. And with Portugal, you can get the option of going for the crossbows as well. Which are very, very cheap. They will shadow tech to Imperial as well. Falabans here. And now Revnak's pushing out a little bit, getting some TPs. Probably worried that Kevin will be able to do the trade monopoly. Revnak also going up to age 5. Not surprised. El Presidente. I'm not sure why Brits can age up with something called El Presidente. And yeah, I feel like the trade monopoly is now fast becoming out of favor, and I feel like he had an opportunity at one point to be able to go for the trade monopoly, but it's kind of slipped away now just because look, Revnak is inching out of his corner of the map. But yeah, on about 16 boats now. And that's all he can have. All the fish has run out, but he does have the whales infinitely. Ethiopia can make coves. They can make it from the forts, but it's expensive. But the falconets and the culverins that Ethiopia can make from their forts, they do shadow tech. So he will have Imperial culverins and Imperial falconets if he decides to do that. And I feel like with this comp, then he could just add in a couple of Imperial culverins, and that would probably be really nice. Age 5 Darudes destroy. Yeah, I mean, again, but, you know, Darudes are good, but, you know, they're still infantry at the end of the day. And cost-effective-wise, they're probably not quite as cost-effective at killing artillery as other culverins are. Imperial Horse Artillery coming in for Triple Doink and Kevin. What has he just shipped? So it looks like he's just shipped more legendary Somali Darudes now. So very, very nice. He's going to have 28 of these. Yeah, now that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Then they currently now do 23 attack times 3 versus artillery. 26 range. So, yeah, that's definitely a good answer to these heavy horse guns. Because these heavy horse guns are 350 HP. You know, they will die to one shot. Very nice. Picking up these mortars. Excellent. Walls finally starting to go up for Kevin now. But only at 38 minutes. So, Kevin is very much a fair player here. Revnak, obviously not. Definitely feel like at this point, I'm getting nervous for Kevin. I know this is live, right? But it might have ended. I don't know if it's ended yet. It could still be going on. I don't actually know. So I'm getting nervous for Kevin because I really want him to win this. Scores favorable for Kevin now. Elite Cavalry coming in. City Walls going up as well. That's an expensive one. I think that cost about 1,000, 1,500 influence. Getting another fort up. Looks like he wants to get something from the fort, I believe here. But what does he want to get? Probably more Darudes. Interesting. Just get the Darudes at the front and you'll be okay. He needs to put these Darudes. Yeah, look, he's trying to micro them now. Getting them on a different... Yeah, killing them in one. That's going to be nice. They will do a lot of damage, though, before they go down. But look at this. Look at the Somali Darudes absolutely yeeting the horse artillery out of existence. And there's not that many musketeers. There's not that many musketeers at all. And yeah, just everything else is going to be destroying us. He does have Imperial redcoats. again, he could be more efficient with killing these horse artilleries. Definitely wants to put the legendary Darudes on like... If this was me right now, I'd have them as control hot group 3. I would have my skirmishers control group 1, and I'd have all my anti-cavalry units as control group 1. So you really do need to treat them as culverins, artillery, as opposed to skirmishers. You don't, unless it's kind of, you've only got a few of them, you don't really want to put them in the same control group as your other skirmishers. Because you essentially put your skirmishers in the line of fire against them. Lots of walls going down, very nice. Just keep spamming those walls, Kevin. Keep spamming those walls. And again, he now has an opportunity once again to go for the Monopoly. Like, rebuild this back up. Eventually get these. He could definitely get these. There's no reason why he shouldn't be getting both of these native posts. Just because it's extra units for free. And there's extra text for free. Like, delivers 15 Huron Mantlet. You know, like, why wouldn't you get that, you know? Could build these. The only problem is, it's not like with Africa Civs, it's not like they cost influence, which, you know, is a weird resource to kind of manage. You could go for max Zebu Cattles, which is a good way of gaining influence in the late game, and just leave maximum cattle in the livestock and just let them get full HP, and then get the full amount of influence out of them. Okay, so pushing the agenda here. These skirmishers are going to be... They're a problem. And, yeah, I mean, these Imperial horse guns have the same range as Imperial Darudes. So, it's not like they can out-micro the Darudes. 2 mortals coming back in for... That's a great shout, actually, here. As long as he can keep the Darudes at bay... sorry, the horse guns at bay with the Darudes. These Sebastopol mortars, there's no way he's going to be able to deal with these Sebastopol mortars unless he gets culverins, and that's just going to waste population space for triple doink. So yeah, so that's actually a really good shout. Not coming from this TC down here. This is phenomenal play by Kevin. I'm really impressed by this. And it's interesting how much... Like, Revnak had to defend the water here, right? He had to at all costs. And he spent thousands of resources to do so. And now he's only got 16 boats on the water gathering gold. You know, they are gathering gold at a really good rate, though. And it's infinite. Revnak, now he's just squeezing onto the middle of the map. And, yeah, Kevin needs to just be careful about that. Get those Darudes on these horse guns once again. And then just let the Sebastopol mortars do all the damage. And look at this, 875 for siege. Needs to be careful that he keeps up his Darudes on the maximum amount he can make. Some damage going on down here. Not able to finish that side of the wall. Oh, from the top rope that was. And look at this, yeah. Revnak saying, I'm going to inch onto the map. I want to take some of this space. I don't want you to have all of the map control. Sebastopol mortar goes brrr, and says, nah, not today, bozo. Again, Revnak just going for Musk Falk. You would think I would be backing a fellow Musk Falk enjoyer, but not this time. Not this time, buddy. We're getting our pom-poms out for Kevin. No, it's definitely here. 10k score, so he's inching further in score now. The only thing I worry about is this composition is much easier to micro for Revnak. So it's very easy to especially someone at this level, it's very easy to have 3 hotkeys. You know, you got musketeers in 1, artillery in 2, and culverins in 3. It's much more difficult for this composition because there's lots of different types of units here. So that's I just wanna be careful that Kevin doesn't get overzealous with his micro and kind of mess up a little bit. Like here, for example, this is very easy to micro, whilst the Darudes, you know, they need to get in the right position here. And look, this is exactly what I was talking about. And now the culverins are in a good position to take down these Sebastopol mortars. At this stage of the game, I mean, killing villagers is good, but It's about taking the infrastructure down. You need to inch forward. You need to take down these estates. You need to take down these mills. And that's what's going to deny the resource gathering. And then the more kind of inching forward you do, eventually you'll win the game that way. And this is look now we see what's happening. And I feel like Kevin could probably just go skirmisher coyotes, really. I know they're not called coyotes, but shipping one Sebastable mortar now. A bit of missed micro there by Revnak. And look at the scores, all of a sudden just gone equal. Rockets coming out, more heavy horse guns, yeah, and you need a way of dealing with these. I mean, Darudes are great, but if you're not careful. And he's just going full Neftenia, and he's just diving in here against these rockets and horse guns. Oh, it's a massacre. Absolutely brutal. And I feel like Kevin needs to make something other than just Neftenia. Yeah, he's getting some Zebu Cattles, which is really nice. That's how he's going to... finally, yeah, very nice. So you can actually get more livestock markets as well. You could ship this card here. For that would be a great card to send at this stage. So would this card, actually. Feel like... what are they actually called? Shotter Warriors, that's why. He needs Shotter Warriors here. They are legendary. And, you know, imagine 20 of them just flanking right now. Mixing in a couple of Darudes as well. That would be really nice. Revnak, if he was smart, which I know is not the case, he could just take into some Hussars here as well, and that would be really good. Just going full Neftenia. Oh, no. Kevin. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Please, I beg. Not like this. Kevin. Not like this. Finally, he heard me. And in comes some Shotter Warriors. And there's not that many Musketeers to defend them. And this is and some Darudes coming in the background as well. No, get the Shotter Warriors on the artillery. Oh, Kevin, come on. I'm biting my nails. Oh, God, this is so close. More Shotter Warriors coming out. And this is exactly what he needed to do. Finally getting some Shotter Warriors out. Oh, God, man. Kevin, you're going to give me a heart attack, buddy. You're going to give me a heart attack. I mean, that should be the end of the rockets, unless they're being produced from the factories. More fortified outposts coming in. But this is great now. Look, these Shotter Warriors could literally dive in the base and cause absolutely havoc here. Score's still favourable for Kevin. Kevin coming in chat saying he's very tilted at that point. It's still winnable. Kevin got on a lot of wood here. And this is great. Yeah, finally, now maxing out with the Zebu Cattle. That's how you get the late game influence. Oh, yeah. Yo, Bad Programmer, thank you very much.
Bad Programmer 21 just subscribed.
What a legend. Thank you so much, dude. Okay, now we see Hand Infantry Combat coming in. Going for some Somali Darudes, but like 5 Somali Darudes is about the same as a Culverin. You know, and I feel like you'd probably rather have a Culverin. And this is, yeah, now King's Lifeguard Hussars coming in. This was always going to be the problem as soon as there's Hussars getting teched. The Shotter Warriors will do quite well. Oh, no, and it's all falling apart. Oh, no, is this going to be the end, Kevin? Oh, it was looking so good. It was looking so good. Yeah. Not like this. These hussars are so tanky. Oh, hiya. And look at the resource. And that's a good game. No, Kevin. We was rooting for you, buddy. We was rooting for you. And like I said, it's that was one thing I was worried about, is that it gets to that stage in the late game where just Musk Falk is so strong, and it's a lot easier to micro, and so it kind of forces Kevin to have to get a mixture of units, which is more difficult to micro. The only way he could have helped himself there was actually get culverins, and I feel like Kevin did it. Kevin, I feel like you started to try and get these Zebu cattle at the end. Yeah, the 15 layer of walls, I get that. I get that. Great play on the water as well with those wall downs. That was such a close game. That was so nail biting. So nail biting. But Kevin, you could have won the game with Trade Monopoly. You had like 15 minutes where you could have trade monopolied and won the game so comfortably. He had like, at one point when he had like 5 walls, he had like 20 musks with a couple of bits of artillery, and you had like max pop. Like you could have won the game with trade monopoly so easy, especially when he was teching into all of this water. That's when you could have done it. And you could have built these TPs down here a lot sooner. So even if he killed these 2 TPs, which it would have been unlikely, you would have still had the trade monopoly, and there was no way he was pushing in at that point. He can kill the TP on the top with the warships anyway. Yeah, honestly, mate, there's no way he could have killed them. There's no way he could have done it. Like there was the one point before that. Yeah, honestly, you could have trade monopolied, and you could have controlled these TPs as well. But GG. That was a great game. That was when the water stuff happened.